Hi, this is Brian Pasch, CEO of PCG Consulting, and I recorded this short video to discuss an observation I had on social media engagement strategies and a conversation that we had today with a group of dealers. PCG is known for dealer education, and throughout the year we have a number of free educational workshops or series for dealers to take advantage of, and one of the most popular ones is the Automotive SEO Study, which just completed, which was 6 weeks of live education via webinar, 2 hours once a week, and today was the last week in the series. 100 dealers signed up for the SEO study, and as part of the final class, I offered dealers the opportunity to send me links to their website, access to their analytics and webmaster tools to give them a full audit and show them opportunities on where they can improve immediately. One of those dealers was BMW of Darien, and they had provided me access to their webmaster tools, analytics, also gave me links to their social media, just to show how their online reviews, social media, and SEO strategy was all working together for their rankings. One of the tools we use to do an audit of a dealer's website is Webmaster Tools, because it will show you the links to your website and where they're coming from. Why is this important? Well, we surely don't want our website to be penalized from what Google could interpret as link spamming, being associated with websites of poor quality, and also Google has made it very clear that they do not want to see links from any paid sources. So if you're advertising banners on local newspaper websites, those links should be no follow. If you're using any automated system that is generating links to your website that Google could interpret as link spamming or link manipulation, dealers want to avoid that. So inspecting your links is important. Well, in position number 6 for BMW of Darien was a website called eDealer Press. I never heard of that before, and since there was 353 links being generated, I was just concerned, what is this site? Well, when I went to the site, this is what I saw, and I found out that this was a website operated by Digital Airstrike, and it looks like a number of dealers, maybe hundreds of dealers or thousands of dealers, are using Digital Airstrike. And this one domain, eDealer Press, is housing a blog for each of these dealers. So like a subdomain for each dealer is being used currently. And I found BMW of Darien, and I found this page. And on this page, in every right-hand corner of the page, is Visit BMW of Darien. Now, I'm not sure if BMW has a standard for blogs. This kind of looks non-standard for BMW standards, meaning BMW websites are very meticulously inspected by OEM compliance. So here we have a dealership blog for BMW of Darien created by Digital Airstrike, and there on every page is a link to the home page. Now, first of all, we don't need to optimize for the term BMW of Darien. They're already number 1 for that. As a matter of fact, every dealer is number 1 for their name most of the part. Secondly, since this is a link that's on every single page, this would be best practice to make this a no-follow, because after a year or two, we don't want to see 1,000 links, 2,000 links, all going to the home page with the same phrase. That will definitely trigger some warnings from Google. So what it looks like is that every time a post is made on social media, a replicate of that post is sent to eDealer Press. Now, the page itself isn't very attractive, doesn't provide any real usable content, and it only kind of encourages people to click on a link. Well, we're going to get back to this link in a minute, and this eDealer Press site. So since I figured out that eDealer Press was generating these links, I wanted to understand how these posts were being generated on this website. So I went to the Facebook page, and I saw that here we are, a post example for August 12th. I confirmed with a dealer that they had hired Digital Airstrike, and of course I went to their Facebook page to see a post. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with this post if you believe that this is the best way to engage. But since Google uses social signals to influence SEO, best practice is to drive Facebook engagement posts to an appropriate page on the dealership website, if at all possible, because the social signals and shares and the traffic generated by social media sites does, in fact, impact the SEO rankings of the dealership website. For whatever reason, Digital Airstrike chose to send this link not to the dealership's website, but to a blog. So let's go take a look at what that blog looks like. Well, here is the blog post. Now, again, BMW as an OEM has been very strict on dealers trying to create a unified experience. This is BMW of Darien. There's no logo, there's no address, there's no phone number. To me, this is a step down. It actually looks a little shady that someone didn't take the time to create a blog with, business contact information. So this is what I'm dropped to. So I get a few more pieces of text. No real clear or clear call to action except for a link in the bottom. Now what's interesting is I said, well, maybe they're using this blog post for SEO. Maybe they're helping the dealer create some content. Well, when I looked at the page, the content, these words are not even on the HTML code. These are dynamically inserted into this blog post, meaning when you do view source on this page, you can't find the word "the warm weather in full swing." So effectively, they are taking consumers to a page which I would say really isn't brand attractive, isn't brand consistent, doesn't have any real valuable information, and the call to action is a link at the bottom, which may or may not, it's your own opinion whether you think it's a good call to action. But more importantly, this blog has really no SEO value. There's no reason for Google to index a page that really has no text. So again, I'm not sure why the consumer would be taken here. But they do provide a link to the dealership site. But as I told you already, this link doesn't look like it's coming from this page because you can't find that link in the source code. It's all dynamically generated. Very odd. But it does take you to a 328i page. Now, for me, I have no idea why someone wouldn't take someone to this page, because the previous blog post added no value, no additional information, no compelling reason for them to continue. If they at least brought it to the dealership's website, they could have been tagged for retargeting. Maybe the person would dig a little further, look at the exterior photos and such. What I'd rather would have seen is a page on the dealership's website that explained why the 135i convertible is fun to drive, fulfill the promise of the social media post. What I believe is that this social media post not only took them to a non-brand compliant or enhancing site that added no value, but it didn't answer the question. It didn't create engagement at all. And of course, there was no comments on that blog post anyway. So let's go back to one of my concerns. Aside from the quality of the social engagements and whether you agree or don't agree to send it to a blog and then link it to the dealer site, we still have this issue of eDealerPress creating 352 links that really shouldn't be created, and the fact that why are they even posting that? Well, that website does appear in a Google search, and I just did a Darien area and BMW dealer because that's what they're optimizing that for, and I go to that post. Now here is the strange thing. If a consumer finds this website in organic search, and the longer this is out there, it will index, they're going to be encouraged to click on this link. This link basically is a teaser. So when you go to eDealerPress and that page, which of course is indexed in Google search, here's what you get. You get a warning. Basically, since that site is linking to Facebook and that Facebook post is redirecting people out, Facebook is sending out a warning. Now, the average consumer will not click on continue. They're going to abandon this, and now we've just associated BMW of Darien with some suspicious linking or content. Is that really what we want to do? But even if the consumer does push through and continue, which of course, this is a Facebook warning, it doesn't take them to Facebook, it takes them back to the Blogspot blog. Again, why is this blog here? Is it optimized for SEO? Is it a great conversion experience? I would say no. Why didn't they take it to the dealership website? Don't know. But the bigger thing is, why even create that automated post on eDealer Press unless they were trying to build up links for the dealer, and I would say links that are not in line with Google's quality guidelines for today. So, you've watched the video. The question is, was this a great consumer engagement path? Was that post on Facebook driving them to a Blogspot page that has no SEO purpose and very relative content? Was that a great engagement experience? Would people click then finally to the dealership website? Why wouldn't we send them to a better page on the dealership website? So it's up to you. Was this a pass or a fail? Is the automated link building process, which I'm going to call link spam, social media link spam, is that really what you want to build up hundreds and eventually thousands of links to your dealership website from eDealer Press? I'd love your feedback. It's an observation today. I've had very little knowledge or experience on digital airstrike until today's audit. I'm not happy with what those automatic links could potentially do to a dealer, and the engagement strategy, well, it just doesn't make sense because social media should be paying off on the promise that the post had indicated, and I don't think that post delivered at all. So I'd love your feedback. Once again, thank you for your time. This is Brian Pasch, CEO of PCG Consulting, and I want to thank BMW of Darien for their willingness to allow me to do an SEO audit today that, well, revealed this finding. Thanks.